is July 13th, the day angry Sri Lankans have been waiting for, as the embattled President Gotabaya Rajapaksa is all set to tender his resignation. Remember, the president had himself announced that he will resign on Wednesday after angry protesters overran his palace on Saturday with calls for his ouster. But the question is, where is Gotabaya Rajapaksa? The man at the center of the storm has reportedly fled to Maldives along with his wife and bodyguard. According to immigration sources, 4 passengers left for Mali during the wee hours on Wednesday on a military aircraft. If reports are to be believed, then Gotabaya left the country to avoid detention after stepping down. The departure of the president, who enjoys immunity from arrest, was stemmed from more than 24 hours, owing to a humiliating standoff with immigration personnel at the airport, who withdrew from the VIP services and insisted that the passengers go through public counters. Sources also suggest that the presidential party that intended to land in Dubai initially were reluctant to go through regular channels, fearing public reactions. Meanwhile, the youngest Rajapaksa brother, Basil, who had resigned in April as finance minister, too had missed his Emirates flight to Dubai, owing to a similar standoff with airport staff on Tuesday. According to resources, the former lawmaker, who holds US citizenship, had to obtain a new US passport after leaving behind at the presidential palace, owing to a hasty retreat to avoid mobs on Saturday. And for more on this, our correspondent Dasuni Athoda is joining us live from Colombo. Hi, Dasuni. Now, after weeks of protests of economic crisis in Sri Lanka, the Sri Lankan president was to resign today, but reports suggest that he's fled to Maldives. What's the latest that you can tell us on this?
A very good morning. Well, yes, today is the much-awaited 13th of July, and according to multiple reports, it is seen that President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, along with his wife and top security and bodyguard, has left the island in the early hours of today to Mali, which is in Maldives. However, it is also important to note that no local official, top-level official that we reached to so far has confirmed this or has come about to make an official statement here in the country as of right now. That's not all. Also, President's brother, former finance minister Basil Rajapaksa, is also believed to have left to the Washington as of right now. So that's the latest development. What is more interesting is, provided that the president has in fact fled the country, his resignation is yet to be made official, and it will only be made official through the speaker, where the speaker will have to make an announcement to the citizens of Sri Lanka that he has in fact received a letter with the signature of the president noting his stepping down and resignation as president.
Right, Dasuni. My second question to you is, if Gotabaya resigns today, then Sri Lanka will have a new president in just a week from now, that is on July 20th. Do you think the new transition government will be able to help ease the protest in the country as of now?
Well, to be honest, before a new president is elected, there will be a period of a week. So according to Sri Lanka's constitution and legally, between that gap, the next in command, that would be the Prime Minister of Sri Lanka, as per Sri Lanka's constitution, will fill in that vacancy of president or as acting president. So until the 20th of July, according to Sri Lanka's constitution, it is highly possible that following the resignation, after the resignation is made public here in Sri Lanka at some point today, that Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe might be elevated to the position of president here in Sri Lanka. Nevertheless, in a week's time, on the 20th of July, Sri Lanka's parliament is set to nominate as well as elect a successor of a president here in Sri Lanka. But once again, this will be the parliament versus the people. The people for months on end have been demanding for President Gotabaya Rajapaksa to step down and go home. But whether they will be satisfied with the next successor is yet to be seen.
Now, it is July 13th, the day when Sri Lankans have been waiting for. for President Gotabaya Rajapaksa to resign, but now reports suggest that he has fled to Maldives. There is a looming question on where is the Sri Lankan president, where is Gotabaya Rajapaksa? And another important question that stays here is, will he resign today or not? According to immigration sources, 4 passengers have left for Mali during the wee hours of Wednesday on a military aircraft. And sources say that Gotabaya Rajapaksa, along with his wife and bodyguard, have fled to Maldives. Now, the departure of the president, who enjoys immunity from arrest, was stemmed for more than just 24 hours. Right, Dasuni, my last question to you is that amidst all this chaos, what seems to be the path forward in terms of IMF negotiations, considering that there is economic crisis in the country with common people not being able to garner basic necessities and essentials such as food and fuel as of now?
Well, like we've mentioned before, the discussions with the IMF are still pretty much in its early stages. And we did see Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe reiterating on multiple occasions that it is important for Sri Lanka's political stability to be shown to the international community, especially to those in the IMF as well, given the current crisis situation. The talks are still pretty much very much in its early stages, and nothing has been definite as of yet. Also, we did see the central bank governor on a previous occasion just recently saying that these discussions might be pushed back or even stalled given the political instability in the country right now. So the main focus will be for Sri Lanka and its leaders right now to ensure stability and a peaceful transition of power, provided that the president hands in his resignation some point today and then take it forward from there. Keep in mind that the Sri Lankan parliament is also set to form a new all-party government, and whether all political parties are on board now to come together and form this all-party government is also yet to be seen.
Well, thanks, Dasuni, for getting us up to speed on this. We will, of course, be tracking this throughout the day. That was our correspondent, Dasuni Athoda, live from Colombo. Thanks very much.